we have to discuss the law of conservation of energy. So first we will see energy. Already we have discussed that the ability of a body or the capacity of a body to perform the work, that is called energy. The capacity of a body or ability of a body to perform the work, that is called energy. Without energy we can't do any work. Means to perform the work we should have some capacity. So that we call it as energy. Then what is the law of conservation of energy, that we will see. So this law, first I will repeat the statement: energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to the another form. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another form. We know that light is also a form of energy. Light energy we are calling. Solar energy, mechanical energy, electrical energy, chemical energy. These are the various forms of energy. In our houses, fan or electric bulb, fan cannot run if the electricity is not there. Means that electricity, that is electric energy, if that electric energy is not supplied to the fan, it cannot rotate. Again, electric bulb, it cannot be switched on if the electricity is not there. Means electricity or electric current, that is also one form of energy. Then heat energy also. Heat is also a form of energy. We can't cook the food without giving heat, is it or not? If we want to boil potato, so heat is given to that water in the vessel in which we have kept the potatoes. Means to perform or to boil that potatoes, means to perform that work, heat energy is needed, and that heat, it is absorbed by the potatoes. That heat which we are giving to that vessel in which the water is there and potatoes are there, that heat energy, heat is also a form of energy, that heat energy, it is converted. That water is boiled and that potatoes, they get boiled after some time, means they are absorbing that heat energy. Here the heat is not destroyed, it is converted from one form to another form. Let us consider the example of firecrackers. During the time of festival, we are using the firecrackers. Take that Sutli bomb at the time of Diwali or any festival you are using. So that chemical energy is stored in that firecracker, and if it is fire, then it will blast. It will produce some sound. Again, it will produce some light. Sound is also a form of energy. Light is also a form of energy. And that chemical energy which is stored in that firecracker, it is converted into light and heat. Light energy and heat energy means this chemical energy, it is converted, it is transformed from that chemical energy. That light energy and sound energy, it is produced. You can give many examples. Practical examples around us. There are various examples around us. Take one example from your book also. In the book, one example is given. When that sun is emitting not only light but emitting heat also. Light is also a form of energy, heat is also a form of energy. Sunlight, it contains not only light but it contains heat also. That light energy and heat energy, it is absorbed by the plants to make the food. That you have studied in biology, that photosynthesis process, that plants, they are producing their own food. So that solar energy from the sunlight, it is absorbed by the plant, and they are making their food, and that plants means that energy, it is converted, it is transformed, not wasted, not destroyed, and that plants, they are eaten by the animals. Again that energy, it is transformed. Then after few years, if these plants, they died or animal died, they are buried under the ground, and after few years, from that we are producing various types of fuels which we are using in the vehicles. Then again that vehicles, that energy, it is converted into mechanical energy. Then again heat is produced. So from that example, what we have to understood, that energy is not destroyed, it is transformed, converted from one form of energy to the another form of energy. Then again, that how energy transformation takes place. You know that electricity which we are using in our houses, that how that electricity is produced. There are various electricity producing plants. One plant, that Aushnik Vis Nirmiti Kendra, means there the heat is utilized, heat energy is utilized to produce electric energy. That coal it is burned in that thermal power plant. That Aushnik Vis Nirmiti Kendra means thermal power plants. In that thermal power plants, the coal is burned and that heat is produced. That means that heat energy, it is used to rotate the turbines or whatever the devices that are used in that thermal power plants. From that heat energy, that electricity or electric energy, it is produced. Then you have seen that on the top of buildings or houses, some photo plates nowadays, since last some few years, that photo plates are there. That sunlight is falling on that photo plates And that solar energy, sunlight energy means what? That is energy that we are getting from the sun, that we call it as solar energy. You have studied in previous standards. The energy means light energy we are getting heat from the sun, or the energy which we are getting from the sun, that we call it as solar energy. Then energy which we are getting from wind energy, that windmills. So again, how the electricity is produced? Electricity is produced, that we have discussed, that from thermal power plants that electricity is produced. Then electricity is produced by using the energy of water also. Hydro energy, the energy which we are getting from the water, that we call it as hydro energy. So that energy from the water, that energy which that water bear, you have heard about the big dams, where a large amount of, huge amount of water, it is stored. Dam, big dams. So water, that height of the wall of that dam from the ground level, the height of the wall is more and more. So much height is there. And the water, the depth of that dam means what? From the ground level, that water is stored up to some more and more height. So that water, it possesses potential energy. Potential energy you will study in detail in next standard or somewhere we have to discuss that. But the energy any object here, because of its position, the position of any object from the ground level, if we drop a stone from some height, some less height and more height, you will feel that stone, it bears some energy because of its height. So there's water which is stored at big heights in that various dams, big dams. So that water, it possesses potential energy, and when that water comes down through large that or huge that pipes, that potential energy, it is converted into kinetic energy. And that kinetic energy, we have discussed that any object or body which is in motion, it possesses kinetic energy. So that water, when it comes down, it is in motion, and that water at the bigger, greater heights, it possesses kinetic energy. When it comes, that water, it comes down, that potential energy, it is converted into kinetic energy. That water is in motion. And that kinetic energy, it is used to rotate the large turbines at the dams. And that rotation of that turbines, some circuitry, some devices, they are fitted in that electricity production plants at the big dams. That energy, it is converted into electrical energy. So that is also a energy, means that water, it possesses potential energy, it is converted into kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy, it is used to rotate the turbines. Then some generators are there which will produce electricity. Here, the transformation of that potential energy, kinetic energy of that water is used to produce the electric energy. So that are the hydroelectric plants, means by using the energy of water, electricity is produced there. So okay, we will stop here now. If you have any doubts, you can write